Hey y'all. So I'm recording on two different devices at the same time. Never done this before. I have a little hookup for my camera that I have on top that I have my phone on. So if I'm looking like this, just know I'm recording on two different devices and I'm trying to make sure, it's centered right. Okay, let's get into this life update. As you all know, I have been MIA for going on 2 years now, and I've been wanting to do this life update for months. I just haven't had the opportunity to do it until now. And it's actually the day before my birthday. If you remember when my birthday is. But yeah, so let's get right into it. I stopped vlogging February of last year, which would have been 2024. So, okay, and I started back vlogging February of 2023. So I had a pretty good run. I vlogged for a year, pretty much a year straight, and that wasn't even necessarily my intentions. I was planning to just continuously go. Okay, so vlog for a full year. I was planning to vlog much longer than that, but I'm gonna let y'all know what happened. Okay, so whether you follow me on TikTok or not, then you'll kind of, this all makes sense if you follow me on TikTok. Okay, so 2023, at the end of the year, I started posting my business on TikTok. Straight Nugent stuff. All my clothes, I would do like get ready with me, try on videos, all of that. Strictly for my business though. So zooming or segueing into 2024, doing the same thing. I was posting specifically all my brand stuff, Nugent, all on TikTok. Okay, then I started to gain traction. I started to gain views on there. And keep in mind, TikTok was like not even my secondary platform that I was posting on. It probably was like my third or fourth platform that I was posting my content on, just to stay active on the platform. I wasn't really taking it serious. So beginning of 2024, around that time, I started posting, but it had to be maybe like a month or two in. Brands started reaching out to me from TikTok. Like they started emailing me, they started DMing me, and from there they asked could they send me products, and I make content like UGC type stuff. So why not? So I didn't turn it down. Keep in mind, still posting my business stuff. At this point, I'm only posting my business stuff still. Okay, so from there, I started posting other brand stuff, and then I was still posting my stuff. Still had everything going on my website. Still had everything going on Facebook, Instagram. I'm still active. Okay, still vlogging on here. I was doing my, at that point, I will say this, on YouTube, as you know, if you've been following me, towards the beginning of 2024, I had started doing my shop with me content. You already know I was doing weekly and daily vlogs and all of that pretty much all throughout 2023. So I'm basically just giving you the update on the last year and a half plus of life so that y'all are caught up to speed before I get to what I'm going to get to. Okay, so long story short, so many brands had started reaching out to me. I became overwhelmed. So I also started going live. This is when stuff started heating up. I started going live on TikTok. This is where I was selling my boutique stuff live. Selling. And then in the midst of me selling my boutique stuff, I started dabbling on the TikTok shop affiliate side of things. I was double dipping. So there were times where brands would send me stuff, and then let's just say if a brand wasn't sending me something but I saw that it was like a trending hot product, I would just come out of pocket and buy stuff myself. So not only am I posting my brand stuff, I'm posting other brand stuff, I'm posting the UGC stuff, I'm going live. And when I say I was going live, I'm talking about going live consistently almost every day. Usually it was around midnight. I would go live between like the hours of midnight and like 2, 3, sometimes 4 or 5 in the morning. That's how good it was getting over there. So I would go live on there. Keep in mind, still doing my business in the midst of all of this. So then an agency from TikTok reached out to me directly, basically asking would I be interested in being a part of the agency. And my bad if I'm going out of screen and all of that. I'm trying to make sure I'm staying on both devices properly. Agency reached out to me from TikTok, basically wanted to see if I wanted to be a part of their agency or whatever. And this is all from me going live. So I say yes. So from there, so it was already heating up. From there, I started receiving hundreds and hundreds of pieces of clothing, not just apparel though, just pretty much anything I wanted from the agency I was able to get. All I had to do is put in the request for what I wanted. They would get it to me within like a week or two. So at this point, hundreds and hundreds of pieces of clothing and everything from TikTok was showing up at the house. Literally all types of stuff. If you go on my TikTok and you go back, you'll see all the stuff I was posting. Okay, so at that point, I'm uber busy. I'm no longer vlogging. It got so busy to where I stopped vlogging. The last vlog I did was like a shop with me Easter video. You'll see it. That's the last video that I posted on here as far as my long form video. So I stopped cold turkey on YouTube because it just didn't make sense anymore. Maybe if I had a video editor, it would have made sense. It just didn't make sense anymore. So boom, YouTube stopped cold turkey. I go all in on TikTok. I started going hard on TikTok to the point to where I didn't post on any other platforms. I wasn't posting on Instagram. I left Facebook alone because why? I had no reason to. But I still had my business going, so I still had my business running. At this point, I had segued out of the fulfillment center that I had, like packing and shipping all my orders and stuff. Then got rid of that. Okay, so once things started going super heavy, I then pretty much became a, not necessarily full-time, but I'm gonna just say full-time TikTok affiliate. So between, I would say, let me see, between February and April, yeah, I'm gonna say between February and April of 2024, I pretty much was going all in on TikTok full-time. And then once it got to the point to where I had more products from TikTok than I did from my own brand, I was like, some gotta give. So I pretty much did a liquidation sale on my website, because if you know me, you know I'm a work smarter not harder girl. So if I can cut all my expenses, get free product or inventory or whatever, if I can cut all my expenses, then why wouldn't I do that? So that's what I did. I liquidated the stuff on my website. I donated a lot of stuff. So at this point, I'm phasing out of Nugent. Didn't necessarily shut it down. Like, I still have my business, but I was like, it only makes sense because at this point, so many brands were reaching out to me. I was getting so many collab invites. It didn't make sense for me to do both, especially since I had no out-of-pocket expenses from TikTok. Everything was being sent to me. I didn't have to pay for anything if I didn't want to. Okay, so my business, if anybody was wondering about Nugent, my business was put on the back burner so that I could continue to go hard on TikTok. Okay, segueing into May, still going hard, doing what I needed to do. Inventory still coming in, or samples or whatever you want to call them, still coming in. And the thing about TikTok is, if you know, you know, last year you could literally deposit money into your account every single day. If you're a business owner and you have like Shopify and things like that, you already know how them daily deposits hit. So I was running it up. When I tell you I was running it up. Easy. When I tell you easy money, easy money. So I was going live, and then on top of that, I was repurposing my live content, posting that to TikTok. Brands were putting money behind my posts, so that's making them go viral, and some were going viral organically. So okay, so then we found out that we were having another baby. Yes, we have 2 kids now. We have the oldest, as you know, and there is a 10-year age gap, and we couldn't be more happy, y'all. We have been planning, and we just didn't know when he was gonna come, but he came right on time. So boom, we had another baby. His name is CJ. If you know, you know. Don't plan on showing him or her on probably much any of these videos. I'm gonna tell y'all why. We're gonna lead up to that as well. So nobody really knew that I was pregnant unless you followed me on TikTok. Outside of obviously like parents, immediate family, nobody knew. I didn't broadcast it. I didn't do like a big pregnancy announcement or anything like that. I literally went under the radar pregnant and just kept posting on TikTok, still going in, still going live. And so just like my first pregnancy, I dealt with a lot of morning sickness, so it was taking me down. Keep in mind, I was at the top of my game when it came to this short form content, these live streams, all of that. So I was starting to feel bad. So I started going live less. I started posting less going into like fall of 2024. Okay, so let me see. Okay, of course, had a birthday in September. Chris had a birthday. Let me see. Still was very much pregnant. Thanksgiving, Christmas. At this point, I was posting here and there when I felt like it, not really going live too much. And at one point, I just pretty much stopped cold turkey. One thing about posts on TikTok is once it's out there, it's out there. And you can eat off posts that are months old, a year old. Like, that's one thing about those posts over there. So pretty much throughout, I would say almost my whole pregnancy, I didn't really do anything as far as content goes. I did here and there when I felt like it, but for the most part, I just took that time to rest. I was always tired. The morning sickness was getting to me. I just needed to rest. It was such a peaceful pregnancy. Like, I didn't do nothing. Literally, I didn't do nothing because I was always sick and nauseous. So I was just like big chilling. So that would be the difference between my first pregnancy compared to the second one, because the first one I was still working and stuff. This one, obviously, if I wanted to do content and stuff, I could, but I chose not to for the most part. So I took a lot of time off. I feel like I left something out. Okay, let me get towards the end of 2024. Okay, outside of me taking time off, ended up getting another car. In the midst of that, we moved. I know y'all had went with us on like some house tours and stuff like that, but I told y'all we decided to just chill where we was, and it was just like stack season, which we kept on stacking. So we moved as well. We moved fall. Yeah, we moved fall of 2024. So this is the new house. This is my new content room. Before, y'all know I had an open space, which was like my content space. Now I have a room specifically for my content. So, okay, fast forward to 2025. Baby boy was born, top of the year. And then everything changed. I'm down bad once again. Now, I started feeling better. Obviously morning sickness and stuff like that is gone, but obviously I need time to recover. So I'm still not posting. I needed time to recover. Took obviously weeks, months, or whatever to recover. I was planning on doing a life update at the beginning of the year. That did not happen just because I just didn't have time. You already know how it is with a newborn. You don't. Life be life and you don't have time. Me and Chris had our 10-year anniversary at the top of this year as well. We have officially been married for 10 years. Obviously, Madison turned 10 as well. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I'm not leaving nothing out. Months went by. I kept on planning to do this life update. It just didn't happen. It just didn't happen because there was no time to do it in the midst of doing everything. Homeschooling still. Once I started feeling better as far as like healing and kind of getting back in a groove, I started to kind of dabble back on social media when it made sense, but only on TikTok. I still wasn't posting anywhere else, and I still haven't posted anywhere else. I sprinkled in a couple of shorts here and there for anybody who saw those here recently, just because I was like, you know, dipping my toe in the water or whatever, just trying to see. So TikTok had and has been my primary platform, and even after I had the baby, still haven't posted them. There's no pictures of them on social media. I just started back posting on TikTok. I went live a couple times. Things are definitely a little bit different on TikTok, so I don't really go live anymore, really at all. I now just focus on my short form content. So here we are, September 2025, and I wanted to go ahead and come on here and get this life update out there and give y'all an update on what I plan to do with my channel going forward. So my birthday is actually tomorrow. I'm hoping to have this video edited and up by tomorrow. This is where a video editor would have came in so clutch. I don't have time to look for another editor. I started the process like a couple weeks ago, but I never took the time to actually like vet any of the people. That still might be in the works for me to get a video editor if things become overwhelming. But the way I'm going to structure my channel going forward, I don't think I'll need one, because something that I've noticed about myself, I've figured out that I feel like I'm more of a short form content person now. My goals and things like that have changed, so my content is also going to change on this platform, on YouTube. So here we are. Let me give y'all an update on what I plan to do on my channel. So before, y'all know that I was doing weekly vlogs, daily vlogs, like mini vlogs and stuff like that. I was focusing on my vlogs, but towards the end of like those last couple videos that I was doing, I was starting to do those shop with me videos, and I was starting to realize that I really enjoy that over the vlogs. I enjoy faceless content. Even on TikTok sometimes now, I enjoy doing like faceless content over me being in the camera sometimes. Sometimes I need to be, but that's something that I started to notice. So going forward on my channel, what I plan to do is pretty much go back to what I used to do back in 2012 on YouTube. I want to get back to what I love to do, which has always been fashion related content, outfits, try on hauls, all that type of stuff. I have so much to show. I have so much product to show. Oh my gosh, I would show y'all everything. It's too much, but it's a lot, and I feel like I'm better suited to do what I enjoy the most, which is fashion content. So I think I'm definitely going to dabble back in my fashion content on YouTube, because that's what I've always loved to do. Definitely going to continue to do the shop with me videos, because I love doing those. Our daughter loves doing those with me, and I mean, we like to shop, so why not? So I think I'm gonna take y'all along for those. As far as vlogging, as far as weekly vlogs and daily vlogs and stuff like that, I don't think I really have the desire to do that anymore. Throughout that time that I pretty much was off YouTube and just other forms of social media, I really realized that being like more private was just so peaceful. It wasn't crazy notifications going all over the place in different platforms, messenger here, this, that, and the third. And I started to realize that just being to myself, staying off, you know, other forms of social media has been like really peaceful. I'm still active, but as far as like posting about what I have going on, I don't feel the need to do that anymore. Like, I don't know, I don't know, the vlogging, it just really, I started to realize it wasn't my favorite thing to do. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed putting it together, finding the music, the mashups and stuff like that. Based off of the content that I create now and seeing where I really thrive, I don't feel like it makes sense for me personally to do the weekly vlogs and like the mini vlogs and, you know, day in the life, spend a day. It don't make sense for me. Not anymore. Not in this season of life. Like, it doesn't make sense for me anymore. So I feel like I'm going to bring y'all more hauls. So expect hauls. Try on videos for sure. Definitely some OTD type content. Definitely going to show y'all different, you know, fashion for the season and stuff like that, because I have a lot of clothes. I have so many different things that I have lined up just for fall in itself. Fall, winter fashion. Of course, once we get back into spring and summer, I'll have content for that as well. But that's where I'm at. As far as like all my other platforms, I think I'm going to somewhat rebrand them. As far as like Facebook, I might switch up my Instagram a little bit and basically have everything a little bit more cohesive and on the same page, so it's not, you know, all over the place. Camera's about to die. Let me stop and come back. I had to adjust because not only was my camera about to die, the phone was about to die too. So if the angle changed, just know I had to put the phone on charge and then switch out the battery on the camera. But I hope y'all can still see me okay. Okay, so yeah, that's what I plan to do with my channel. Expect try on videos, expect like shopping hauls, expect shop with me videos, like themed out shop with me videos. Obviously we're entering into the fall season, so expect some Halloween content as far as like home decor and things like that. Definitely going to be hopping in the store that we all enjoy, and when it makes sense for me to do content that's, you know, vlog, I guess, type related or whatever, I'll do that. But if it doesn't make sense, I won't. And if I do any type of vlogging, it'll probably feature me and not my family, because I don't want to force, you know what I mean, I don't want to force it. Obviously this is my channel, so it's more so about me. My family is a part of me, but I like to, you know, live my little private life in my little bubble, and that's cool. So yeah, that's what you can expect from my channel going forward. Just wanted to make sure I came and did this life update before I got back active on here. I didn't want to just start posting and people are wondering, well, where you been for a year and some change or whatever. So I wanted to make sure I did that. At this point in life, let me see, we still homeschool. I'm on this breastfeeding, exclusively pumping journey, so maybe I'll do some content revolving around that. Little man is 7 going on 8 months. Baby girl's thriving and everything that she has going on. No complaints here. Definitely in a good space. It took me, as you can see, almost 2 years. I'm gonna say a good year and what, 9 months for me to get back on here. It took a little minute, but I feel like I'm finally at a place where everything feels a little bit more balanced. You never really have like real balance in life, I feel like, but everything feels more manageable. So I feel like now is the time for me to get back active on here. I still have some goals and things like that set for YouTube specifically. Y'all already know that my goal is always to monetize every platform that I'm on. I've made money from YouTube, but not from YouTube, if that makes sense. I've been able to make money on YouTube with like my affiliate links for like my Amazon storefront and things like that. But directly from YouTube, obviously I still got more work to put in. But other than that, any social media platform that I put myself or my business on, I've been able to make money on it, outside of obviously my website as well. So there's definitely still some goals to be met. I've definitely reached a lot of goals over the last, you know, year and 9 months, year and a half, whatever you want to call it. So I'm excited to revisit this journey and do what I need to do in order to reach these new goals that I've set for myself. If anybody is still here from my previous videos, if you have any questions, you know, you can let me know reach out to me on TikTok or whatever in my comments or whatever. Yeah, so I think that just about sums it up. And if I didn't introduce myself at the beginning, if you are new, if for whatever reason, if this is your first introduction to me, my name is Princess. This is my channel. Go back and watch previous videos if you want to know everything that I'm talking about, as far as my whole life update. Yeah, I would say if you want to see me more, then definitely follow me on TikTok, because that's where I post most of my content. But I will be, like I said, more active on here, so you'll definitely see my short form content over here more, and then you'll start to see some of my, I guess, semi short form content. It'll still be pretty short, but it'll be longer than like my TikToks or my shorts or whatever. So yeah, I think that just about sums up my life update. I hope I didn't leave nothing out. If I did, I'll have to edit it back in. Sorry that I just stayed in one location. I didn't really want to walk around the house and make it all choppy and have to adjust cameras and stuff like that. Hopefully that brings you up to speed with my world. That way, going forward, anything else that I post on this channel makes sense. I'll basically be posting what feels right for me. Anything that I feel like recording is what I'm going to post. If I don't want to record it, I'm not going to record it. And nothing's going to feel forced. I'm just going to let the creativity flow and have fun with it, because above all else, I never want content to feel like a job. I always want it to feel super organic. I want it to always be fun and just enjoy it. If I don't enjoy it at that point, I don't want to do it anymore. And I feel like I'm in a place where what I do now is definitely enjoyable. Will I revisit my business anytime soon? I honestly don't know. I'm enjoying this chapter of life, being on the content creator side of things. It's definitely like less stressful, because I literally don't have to really worry about anything. Sometimes obviously there's deadlines, but I don't have to worry about like managing people. I don't have to worry about, getting, inventory and keeping up with that type of stuff, updating, websites. I don't have to hire anybody to do anything if I want to, because at this point, I'm the brand. This is just personal branding, and I'm doing something that I enjoy. So yeah, if this vlog is, or if this video is like super long, I apologize. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't skip anything that I wanted to say, but I think that pretty much sums it up. If you made it to this part of the video, don't forget to like, leave me a comment, make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed, obviously. But yeah, that's it. That sums up my life update. I hope y'all stick around for the ride in this new chapter of my YouTube journey. And if you want to see me more, like I said, go ahead and follow me on TikTok. I'll put it probably down here, or I'll just have it in the comments or description or whatever if I don't put it down here. So yeah, that's it. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all soon.